Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dennis Scottis. Today, I am going to be going to the theater for my challenge, the movie theater, not the classical acting theater that Maximus takes part in, or used to take part in, or maybe still does. I don't know. Who knows? Clearly not me. Point is I'm going to the movie theater today, and ironically, that is our challenge today. So it's actually just a nice thing that I get to go do. I'm gonna have fun with it because me and my sister are going. We're actually going for the theatrical release of the YouTube series, The Amazing Digital Circus. So it's cool to see that this animator that just makes free things on YouTube was like, you know what? Let's try to get something into the theaters so that people can enjoy it there. That's a fun thing, and I'm glad I'm going. I'm glad I get to see the finale to the series, and it's gonna be a good time. I'll be back here when it's done. Imagine that it's gonna be a lot darker in the room. The lighting's gonna change a lot. But yeah, I'll see you then. All right, and we are back, everybody. Welcome. So it was a good time. I enjoyed it. Uh, I really enjoyed the ending. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody because obviously not everyone has a theater near them. And what are the chances that someone who's a digital circus fan is also watching this? I don't know, right? But let's just not spoil anything, anyways. I think it was a satisfying end to the series. I'm really glad I saw it. Got a little souvenir icy cup, which was fun. Yeah. I will say the beginning was a bit jarring because they had a recap for everyone who did not watch the entire series, which kind of feels like a why are you here if you didn't watch the whole series because you're just going to be lost. But they did it. They did it. I was happy with the ending. I was very happy with how it ended. I'm happy I saw it, and I'm happy that my video for Devil Skies today was just watching that. And with that, have a good night, everybody.
How? I'm still sick. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea. Hi everyone, welcome to Devil Scotters, and today it is the Go to the Cinema Challenge, which I technically did not do. I'm clearly still sick. I am sweating in basically every single section of my body, and I just wasn't comfortable doing that. I wasn't comfortable getting other people sick, even if I don't know them. I feel like that's a really rude thing of me to do. I spent a lot of money recently because my family was visiting, so I was just like, oh yeah, let's just do this, this, and this. But I need to, go back a bit, not spend as much. So I just thought, you know what, I will not truly embody this challenge like Devin will. He's really excited to go to the cinema. I can't wait to see what he's watched and hear all about that. But for me, I thought, let's bring the cinema home. Let's try and have that experience. So tonight, I'm just going to have a lovely little cinema day. I like to watch things whilst I'm eating, and then normally when I'm sort of in Scott time mode, that's when I'll be gaming because I'm like, I have to play my games. I have to get through my backlog. So I don't really have as much time just to sit down and watch a film without eating it at the same time. I think that's a good way of getting like my attention solely on the film, nothing else, except occasionally I reach down and eat some food. And I've watched a lot of good films like that, but it does mean breaking it out in between like lunch and dinner. I do want to try and just give this my full attention. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be having my cinema experience, doing all that, and then you might be wondering, well, Scott, what are you watching? What have you got in store? Well, I could have picked anything from my DVD shelf. I could have picked Detective Pikachu if I really wanted to, but I didn't. I wanted to pick something that I felt like it was a really good cinematic experience, even though I did see Detective Pikachu in the cinemas. But no, I wanted to try and tackle another Scott challenge, which is I'm a part of a friend group that we are doing a sort of Discord Oscars, and we've all given films that we need to watch for that, and then we'll be voting on which film was the best in each of the categories. Now, I could have rewatched one of my films on the list and probably been quite happy with that, and I do need to still do that, but I wanted to try and embody a different side of the challenge, watch something new, watch something I really should have watched in the cinemas, which would be The Substance. Now, I haven't finished the film, I'm about to watch it, so I don't know if any of the things I'm about to say will really matter, but the things that I'm excited about with this film is, I think from what I know about the themes, I think it sounds really interesting. Tragically, I know a little bit too much, and by a little bit I mean a lot of it. People of the world, if you want someone to watch something, maybe you shouldn't tell them every single plot point of this, because I have had a friend that has said to me, "Oh, Scott, you should watch The Substance." And when I said to them, like, "Oh, I've heard that film's good," they proceeded to tell me every single plot point of the film. And I did try to tell them, "Hey, I do want to watch this film, please stop." And he's like, no, I haven't spoiled anything. But I truly don't know where else the film could go beyond what he has said. It sounded like that was the end of the film. So, besides the point, I am just curious to know how a film that is 2 hours in length can do the things that this person is saying happens without it feeling repetitive or a bit too long. I do think you can do a 2 hour film. Like, I'm not opposed to that. I'm not that. My attention span is not ruined in that way. But I think it matters on the story. No one wants a 5 hour Sharknado film. Like, no one wants that. You need to keep it, like, for whatever the film is, you should try to capture that. So I am just a bit cautious of that, but I think the visuals will be amazing. I think the acting will be good. Everything I've seen in terms of, even without the moving aspect of the cinematography, just the still images look interesting to me. So I am curious. I feel like even if it does have pacing issues, I'd have to give it at least like a 7. And again, haven't seen the film yet, so I might even be coming out higher than that. Or maybe lower, who knows. But I feel like just on a visual level, it's like, it deserves it. Like, doing visuals like that, it's like, oh yeah, like, it's just, I want to see this. I am curious. And maybe that's the big draw of the film, is like, hey, it's not really about every single plot point that my friend, spoil, it's about the visual journey. Like, how do they communicate that? So yeah, I'm curious, I'm going to be enjoying that. I'm going to get in this video now because I am sweating so much. This is all the energy. I'm using all my energy for this moment. I'm channeling my energy. God, that was good to think. Scott, this is the last time we are doing a challenge where you can't physically finish the challenge, because then we end up with conclusions like that. Okay, bye everyone.